Hello everyone, I'm Laurel and welcome to my channel. Today I thought I would make an umbrella pendant. As you know, in November I made umbrella earrings and we had a little bit of trouble with making the handle for the umbrella. We're not using that today. We are using the top of the umbrella. And I have some different colors here that I want to use for the resin. I have rose quartz, which is a pink, aquamarine, which is like a lighter blue, and then I also have a darker blue. Now, I do have some wire here. It's 16 gauge, just silver wire, and it's non-tarnish, and I'm going to be using that to make an eye pin for this, and it's also going to create the handle of the umbrella. I have some chain for the necklace, you know, fish hook, not fish hook, lobster claw clasp, and I have some 6mm jump rings. I also have some wire cutters and some round nose pliers. That's for the wire. And then of course my UV resin. So this mold I recently got from Temu. I might do a small haul video to show you what I got, but this is one of them. And it's got these like little like water droplets. I was going to just make them on a mat and create them that way, but then I decided, well, I got this and I didn't know it was going to come in in time because I bought it from Temu. So I thought I'm going to use the very small water droplet right here, and I'm going to use those on the umbrella, and you'll see how I do that. So to begin, we have to put this together, put the umbrella together. Now I'm not going to be filling it any special way with any, you know, tools for doing that. There were some complications when I did the earrings, but I figured it out. I do need some mixing bowls, a mixing utensil. So to start, I'm just going to mix up enough for the umbrella, as if I have enough in here. I think I'm kind of running out and I might have to open up a new one. I don't know if you can see that. I'll move this over so you can see how I open them. I'm sure you already know, but this is the way I do it. It causes less mess. Okay, and that's ready. Then, oops, dropped some stuff. We need a baby wipe. Now when I open that, I didn't really get any on my hand, but I just want to make sure that my scissors are cleaned off in case it got on that. All right. So we'll first mix up this pink. And remember, if you have any excess, just use it for something else. I'll just put 4 drops. Mix it up. It's very pale. I want it more on the pale side, not too dark. Maybe, I think that should be good. I was going to say maybe 2 more drops, but once I lifted it up, I could see that it is the color I want. But, you know, if you want a darker color too, you can. You don't have to mix it up the exact same way I am. But just don't put too much in there because then it won't cure. Sorry for the noise. I don't want too many bubbles in there. So what I was doing was I was just pinching the top slightly and then pouring it in. And then letting go, and then it like kind of sucks it in. And then if a bubble comes up, just let it pop. Oh, it's filling up pretty quickly this way. I was just making sure those little bubbles were gone. See, there's a bunch of them there, which they're going to appear on, ouch, on top. I'm just trying not to get it on my fingers. Burn my fingers, I should say. Okay, I think it's pretty well to the top. Okay, so it's to the top now. I'm just wiping off around the edges so I don't have any excess mess. Just trying to get some of those bubbles out. then I'm just going to add just one more drop up top here just to fill it up. And then I'm going to cure this for 3 minutes, turn it over and cure it for another 3 minutes. Okay, so it should be cured now. Just going to remove it from the mold. Okay. So I got a little bit of the resin under that section of the mold. So now I just have to kind of lift it up so I can get this out of the mold. It's a little warm too, so I'm trying to be careful because I don't want to, oops, mess it up. Okay, there we go. Now I do see some bubbles, that's okay. We're going to cover those up. Let's see, I'm going to use the scissors to cut away these small pieces here that aren't needed. It's very thin, so you could use an X-Acto knife or scissors or whatever you have to get that off. Just making sure there's no sharp edges. Okay. Oops. Almost knocked that over. Now if you feel that it feels a little sharp there, just do it at an angle and then maybe file down those points a little bit. It won't be noticeable if you do it at an angle, especially some of these pieces that I had cut away. It's like a 45-degree angle that you're doing this. Okay, and a little bit. Just be careful not to file too much away, because then it'll be noticeable and then you have to repair it. That's where I cut it. Okay, that worked good. And then we need the drill, because we need to drill a hole in the top. Uh-oh, where'd it go? Oh. You just need a small drill bit to do that hole. And then you just go right down the center. Be careful though when you're doing it. Start it at an angle to make a notch. And then once you make that notch, it just drills through. Okay, let's see if I have something to brush that off with. Okay. This is just a makeup brush that I use to sometimes get the dust off. Or you could wipe it off with a baby wipe. Okay, that has a little bit of excess around that too, so I gotta take this off. It's nothing much, it's just from around that top hole. Just clipping it off very carefully. It's not even noticeable. Okay, oops, there's a piece. Okay, there we go. All right, so, all right, I'm not gonna put this on yet, but I'll just show you. All right, I'm just gonna straighten some of this out. I'm just gonna take whatever length I feel I'm going to use. Just get a few things out of the way. All right, so now that I've cut that, I'm just gonna make a loop. And that's gonna be the loop for either a jump ring, or you could put a chain through it. You could do that too. But I bent it back a little bit so that it's not a loop over here. It's more in the center. And then I'm just going to straighten this out as best as I can. And then it's like, it's just like one of your eye pins. So if you don't have the wire, you can use an eye pin that has the little loop on it. So there's that. So we can move this aside for now. I'm not going to use that for a bit, so I'll put that there. Now I wanted to put little droplets on here, so I'm going to use the darker blue so that it shows better. And I don't need much. And I'll probably only use like one drop. And then mix that up really good. Okay. Make sure there's no bubbles. Okay. And then for the droplets, the heavier part of the droplet is down like at the bottom, and then it kind of like leaks down. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do it this way. Do a drop and then pull it up so it looks like it's running down the umbrella. You could do two at a time. You don't have to do them in the same place. And then you just cure this for 30 seconds. One more thing, if you don't want to hold it, just get a sticky tack and some, and a glass tile or an acrylic tile, and then just place it under the light. All right, so once it's cured, you can turn it. You don't have to put it on every single one. Just put it where you think you'd like them. And then just cure that for 30 seconds. Okay, now when you look at it, if you think you want a darker look to it, you can just add a little more. Just on top, just a touch. Just go over it a little bit and make it just a little bit darker. And then cure that for 30 seconds. Okay, so I'll just remove this and then I'll show you. So that one I did a little darker, and these are lighter. So I'm just going to darken these two up. Doing the same thing, just going over it lightly, just to darken it up. Not making it any bigger, I'm just adding a layer very carefully on top. And then I'm going to cure that for 30 seconds. Okay, so now that I have all the little droplets on there, it's ready for the other droplets that I'm going to make. So just set that aside. So I'm using that small one. There are no other ones like that little one, so I'm just going to, I'm roughly going to make, I'll say 4 droplets. I don't want too many on there. And I put 2 drops in there, which I only should have put 1, but 2 drops went in. I don't know if I want this color or just lighten up that color. I'll save that for something else. And I think I'm going to use this, but I'm going to lighten it up with a little more resin. I thought the two would look good together, but now I'm rethinking it. So I'm just lightening this up so it's kind of translucent. It's not too, I mean, it's not opaque, but it's just more translucent than it was. And then I'll just drop it in because this is a very tiny little mold. Okay. And I would say do this for about 60 seconds. Okay, so the next step would be to add raindrops hanging off of your umbrella. Now I made 8 because there's 8 little sides, but I don't know if I'm going to do all 8. I made them just in case. You're going to need your rotary tool. You know, set it like on a 2, just press it twice. Be very careful because you don't want to drill a hole down and break it. So we're going to skip one, go to the next, and then make sure you do it also in the center of that area. Miss one, and then drill in the next. Okay. And then, all right, looks good. And just turn it off. Get your little tool to brush it clean. Now you can clean that up with, you know, baby wipe also. Okay, I know we don't have the, you know, the bail in it yet. Oops, the bail, and we don't have the handle in, but that's okay. We're going to do that as soon as we do this. So I wanted to start with just the 4. So you just put it through the hole, grab yourself a raindrop, put that in. It might be difficult to close, so you might need 2 pairs of pliers to close it because they're really close together. Okay, so that's what it looks like, little raindrop. And then we'll go to the next. You can just put the raindrop right on there. Oops. And then put it through the hole here. If you can. I can't find it. Ah. Where was that? Okay, right there. Now I know I drilled a hole, I just can't get it through the hole. Alright, let's start with the hole on here first. See if I can get it through. I got it angled wrong. I know I drilled through it. Yep, I did. It just wasn't, just didn't want to let me put that on there. Okay. Oh, jeez. What am I doing? Boy, I'm having hard times already. It's gonna be one of those days, I can see. Okay. It's like fidgeting around with little things is not what I like to do. Okay, there we go. Get this on. And close it up. Make sure those two ends meet. Okay, it's really cute. What I was gonna do was add like a little piece of chain and have like a longer drop, and then have, you know, where I didn't drill those too, and have like a longer one. But now I don't know if I want to do that. I think it's quite lovely the way it is. I mean, I can see with the hole already drilled, I can just see possibly what it would look like. I only cut these small little pieces of chain, which are they're about 7 links. I'll see if that's what I want to do, like in between. I'm not really sure about this. And it's more fidgeting with more little things, and yeah, just not my thing. Okay, so no, I had it on there. All right, try it one more time. Maybe I should put that on here. Maybe I should do it this way. Take this off. Take this, put this on. Close it up. Put this end. Get it on there. Get it into the hole. I'm going to have to take this apart anyways because I'm just testing it out. And then have like a longer one hanging in between. I don't think so. I think that's getting to be too much. I do like it though. I think it's kind of cute. Unless I do, because if you do all 8, I think it might be a little bit much. But if you do maybe like every other one, I don't know. I'm thinking it's too much. I kind of like it. I might make one in the future just to test out. But to tell you the truth, it's just adding more work. And I'm just going to take that off and leave that to the side for now. And, you know, a lot of you are just learning how to do this stuff, and then I'm adding more complicated things to it, and I'm sorry. Just you don't have to add the raindrops. You could just do the umbrella this way. All right, so I got some little raindrops on there, and I think it looks cute the way it is. All right, let me see. This is really bothering me. I kind of do want them on there, but you know what? I'm just gonna go for it. I really am, because I think that would look really cute. I don't know. If it doesn't, it doesn't. Stick to just the 4 raindrops. That's all I have to say. Oh no, where did that go? Ah, I think I lost the chain too. Ah. Oh no. Yeah, I seem to have lost the chain. See what happens? I'm trying to do all this stuff and... Alright, so, let me do this. I can cut another chain, not a problem. I'm just having a hard time hanging on to it for some reason. I wish I knew where that chain went. Actually, I don't like that chain. It looks weird. I don't. Okay, so I don't know why that one looked funny to me. All right, so all you do is you count your lengths, and then you cut the link above it. Take that off, and then get that broken link off so you don't accidentally count that as a link. And then you do the same. Just do 4 of these like that. Okay. Put that back over there. There's a little link. Get rid of that chain that I don't like. Okay. And this is the chain that I did for the pendant. That is, I did 20 inches for that. All right, so back to, oh, wrong thing. Don't need the cut anymore. See, now I'm getting myself all confused. Okay, I need the chain. Now, depending on what kind of chain you have, sometimes they're very difficult to see and get them on there. I was having a little bit of difficulty, but it's okay. There. They're very tiny. I hope I'm still on screen. I can't. I'm trying to look at this and I'm not looking at my camera to see what I'm doing. All right, so I need my rotary tool again. Just turned it on to like the number 2 mark. And then so what I do is I just notch it with this. I just do it like sideways. And then I put it down straight. Okay, there we go. And let's see, I'll brush this off, get it all off of there, and grab a baby wipe and just clean that up just so it's out of the way. I keep hearing things drop. I don't know what is going on. Keep knocking things over. think I have to reorganize my workspace because I keep knocking things over. All right, so here we go again. Little pieces, yay. So now you got to get the other end of this. Now when you close these, make sure, especially if you're using such a fine little chain, make sure that these ends here are completely closed and that they meet. Oops. Because if they're not, they the chain will fall off. But I just want to let you know in advance. Oh, here we go again. I'll go through the front. It seems like that works better. All right. Close that up. Okay. There. I don't know. I think I really do like it that way. I don't know. I just like little things dangling and shiny things, and that's just the way I am. Hey, there's something. You can get yourself a little rhinestone. Put it on each water drop. Oh, gosh. I'm not kidding. I know you think I am, but I'm not kidding. I think it'd look cute. I mean, you could use it for fancier occasions, obviously, if it's got a little rhinestone on it. But even everyday wear. All up to you. You know, do whatever you want. You don't have to stick with just the way the mold is. You can change things on it, like I did. You know, have fun with it. Don't just stick with the way it should be. I mean, some stuff I do, but not everything. Like this. This is it's a little out of control, but I'm having fun with it. At the beginning, I was like, oh, geez, this is going to be too much, but you know what? Just have fun with it. And if you sell these items, I'll tell you this much. There are people out there that like the same stuff you do. You might think you're weird and doing all this stuff, you know, and you're thinking, well, I like it. There's other people out there too that like it, so they like the same things you do. So there you go. Look at all those cute little raindrops. Okay, here comes the hard part now. So, okay, I'm going to use the leftover pink. Move these out of the way. I can move this out of the way. I'll keep the chain. That. Why do I have a leftover one? Maybe it was for that. Oh, I do need a 4mm to connect that one. All right, so to do this, we're just going to put it down the center, obviously, but we have to do like a little hook. So I am going to figure out where to clip it. So if I make a hook, I don't want it, I want it like around the same area as the raindrops. So I'm going to do it a little lower than the raindrops. And I'm cutting this so it's flush. But before you do anything, you can just take it out. You don't have to keep the umbrella on. It's a little sharp. So just around the edges of the wire. You're doing it at an angle on the edges. I can feel the wire bending a little bit. But you want to get that sharpness off. You don't want anybody wearing your jewelry and getting hurt by it. And I can feel there's a sharp edge somewhere there. So basically what we're doing is just kind of rounding it off. They do have a tool for that, but I do not have it. And then basically what you do is you put it on top of the wire and twist it, and I forgot what it was called, something burr. But what it does is you twist it and it rounds off that edge. And I'm just rounding it off with my file. You can do it with, I think you could probably do it with a nail file if you don't have one of these jewelry files. Okay, much better. All right, I kind of bent it a little bit. All right, so, and then you're just gonna pop it in there. And with your round nose pliers, find them, you're going to go to the fattest part and you're just gonna kind of curl it up, but be careful while you're doing it, like that, just like an umbrella. But we still have to connect this. Okay, so it's in there. So what I'm going to do is hold the bottom part of the umbrella, make sure that the wire, I'm just feeling it to make sure that the wire is straight. I'm going to take a little bit of this and put it on top here, and then pull it down. And unfortunately, I'm going to have to hold this under the light so that it's so that it dries straight. And I just have the light hanging over the side of my desk, and I'm just holding it so that it'll hold or cure. I'll be right back when it's done. Okay, so now it's cured. It looks really cute, but I do want to add, get these out of the way, just a dab on the inside, just to extra secure. If I can get all these little things, oh, see, now it came off. All right, so it's because I was playing around with it. Let me just flip this out. I'm just going to put a dab of this in here. And then I'm going to hold it under the light again and keep this so it's straight. Okay, so now that that's secure, I'm going to secure it a little more around the top, and I'm just going to add it. And I'm going to go over a little bit over the bail part, just a little. And I just want to make sure that that is all secure and won't be falling off, because you don't want somebody to lose it, or you don't want to lose it. And then I'm going to cure it for 90 seconds. Okay, so here it is all done. I had to reinforce the top a little more and reinforce underneath a little more, just to make sure that it held. Oh, I have dried resin on my finger. Oh my gosh. All right, so if you have a pre-made chain, much easier. If you don't, then you'll need just, you know, couple little things to go with the chain. So I measured the chain, it's about 20 inches. I have a 4mm and a 6mm and my lobster claw clasp. So first I'm going to put the lobster claw clasp on with the 4mm jump ring. And remember, when you're doing the jump rings, open them to the side. Don't pull them apart, because if you do, they lose their round shape. And you don't want that. Make sure those ends are closed, because you also don't want to lose your chain. So next, all you do is just put it through here. And it's getting stuck for some reason. Oh, one of the links is kind of wonky there. There. Okay. And then you just take your 6mm chain, or jump ring. And then you take your 6mm jump ring, open it to the side, and place it on the chain and close it up. Make sure those ends meet. And then you just attach it so it closes up. Like that. And there you have a really pretty raindrop umbrella pendant. I think it's adorable. Honestly, if you wanted to, you can make these for Barbie dolls. Just a thought. But yeah, I think they're really cute. And I hope you enjoyed my video. If you did, please give me a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and press the bell for notifications of upcoming videos. In the description box below, you will find links to all the supplies I used, and you'll also find links to my jewelry, my artwork, and my photography. Thank you for watching. See you soon. Bye-bye.